Hi there, beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. Today I have about 3 weeks worth of WTF Wednesdays to tackle. So thank you guys for being here. Click that subscribe button, like the video, and let's get started. Hi everyone, how are you guys doing? I miss y'all. Like, it feels weird to film. I've been so out of it from not being able to film that it actually feels foreign in a way to be filming. So it might take me a little bit of time to catch up and get back into my routine, but here we are. We're going to start with some WTF Wednesdays. We do have some cash to stuff, not as much as you would think over the course of 3 weeks, but we do have some to unstuff today. So thank you guys for clicking on this video. I appreciate it. But before we get started, let me go ahead and grab today's prompt-a-card. If you're new to my videos, this is a prompt-a-card. It's basically a conversation starter. So I'll ask and answer the question on the card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. It's just a little something to help us get to know each other better. So today's is, are you a cat person or a dog person? By nature, I'm a dog person, only because I don't have a choice. I'm allergic to cats. I'm allergic to dogs too, but not nearly as bad as I am to cats. So definitely a dog person, but if I wasn't allergic, I actually probably would have cats. They're too cute. But what about you guys? Let me know in the comments below. Cat or dog person? Alright guys, as I get set up here, I'm just going to give y'all an update. I know if you've been reading my community posts, then you know the things that have been going on. Lord, I don't even know. When it rains, it pours, and it monsoons in this house. It's kind of ridiculous. Quick recap. Hubby had surgery. He has been on bed rest since that surgery. The doctor gave us another 3 weeks that he cannot work, so he's going to be out for, at this point, another 2 weeks of work. And then we go back to the doctor, let them check it out, and we go from there. We'll see what happens from that point on. So he's just been healing. I've been taking care of him, and all was, relatively dramaless, if you will. And then our air conditioner just stopped working. It just done. And I was like, really? This is awful. So we spent about 2 days in this house, and when our house got up to about 90 degrees inside, we were like, this is too much. We can't do it. It was sweltering. It was hotter in the house than it was outside, and we were trying to open windows, fans blowing, like nothing was helping. We were just all drenched in sweat all the time. So it was rough, and it being like close to the weekend, we really couldn't get anybody out to come and fix it. We called many people. They weren't answering or calling back in a timely manner, so we were just living with it, and it was very rough. So we ended up getting a hotel courtesy of my parents, who happened to have a lot of points for Holiday Inns and stuff, so they were able to fund us quite a few nights at the hotel. So that was very, very nice. And we would just come back here during the day, let the dogs out, take care of some things, and then just kind of stay out of the house as much as we could, and then go stay at a hotel at night. So rough, but we finally did get it fixed. Thank you, Jesus. However, as you know, we are in serious medical debt. We have so much medical bills coming in from the surgery, from the cancer, from the labs, pathology results, the nuclear medicine treatment, they have been rolling in, and the more that those were coming in, the more I was feeling the burden of this and wondering how in the world, especially with inflation and it already being tough enough, how are we going to now add on air conditioner? And then on top of that, our dryer stopped drying. I think it's just a heating element. We are going to be having that fixed actually tomorrow. So it's just one thing after another. It just has been a lot. So my hubby and I made the executive decision to cash in one of our old 401ks. Now we have several 401ks. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I've talked about it a little bit when I'm stuffing my retirement envelope. We have several 401ks that have just been sitting there, being untouched, inactive, but still building on its own. So we just made the executive decision to cash one in. At this point, we didn't have a choice. And we picked the smallest one that we have, and we were like, we're going to have to cash that in. We tried to see if we could just cash in partial, because there's no need to cash all of that in, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't do that. So we ended up having to cash the entire thing in. We did go ahead and pay taxes, both federal and state, on that. So everything that we got is supposedly taxes paid on it, knowing the government, they're going to find another way to get more money out of that. But anyway, nonetheless, we got some money that came in, allowed us to get our air conditioner completely taken care of. It's going to allow us to get our dryer completely taken care of. And I am so grateful to say I have been able to pay all the medical bills, all the medical debt, all of the surgery, all of the pathology, all of the medical debt that we already had from dental work and everything, all of it paid in full. Let's just take a moment to, yes. Not necessarily what I wanted to do with our 401k or with one of our 401ks, but it's there and it has come in clutch. So I have paid off every single medical bill, and I am also going to put aside money, which you'll see in a future video. I'm going to put aside money for any other bills that might come in, because I don't think that we've gotten all the bills yet. I know that we haven't, according to our explanation of benefits that we get from our insurance. So I'm going to be putting money in the medical just so that when those bills do come in, we have that ready to go. And we've been able to take care of some things, some much needed things that we've not been able to with this money. So that's great. You're going to see me stuff a little bit of that. I'm not stuffing all of that on camera. That's ridiculous. A lot of that's just going to stay in the account as a buffer. I'm also going to be using most of that as not most of it, but like a good huge chunk of that to finally be 2 months in advance. And as you know, I've wanted to do that all year. So I can now officially say we are now 2 months in advance on our bills. Hallelujah. But I'm trying to use that money very wisely and just putting it where it should go. So you'll see me stuff some of that in a future video. Can't wait to do that with you guys. With that being said, we have some unstuffing we need to do. Not much in the way of spending, because we just haven't. We haven't spent anything. Luckily, my parents have kind of just been helping us out. I don't even know how to thank them. That's all I can say is we haven't spent much, and you'll see that. So anyway, if it's first time ever watching one of my WTF Wednesdays, this is unlike any other WTF Wednesday. Usually I do 1 week at a time, every single Wednesday. This time, because of the things that have been happening over the past few weeks, we're going to do 3 weeks in one video. So let's get started with that. I've got the colors here. I don't know where my blue one is, so I'm going to be using this Frixion fine liner. It also is erasable, so if I make any mistakes, I can erase. So I'm going to do blue, red, and green just to kind of match the color scheme that we got going on here. And let's just begin. So I think blue is going to be my main color, and then red will go with gas. I don't know why I chose 3 colors. I'm not really sure what I was thinking on that. Maybe I'll just do, I'll probably just do blue and red, because that's the main colors here. All right, let's get started. On this particular week, we didn't spend anything other than on the very last day of this particular week. We had our mental health. I've still been keeping up with that, letting my girls go to their appointments. So mental health, and that was for $65. No save the change. And then we did have a gaming purchase for $5, and it was $4.99. So 1 cent towards Save the Change. But everything else we didn't spend. The only things I did spend, but I'm not going to put here because if you have been watching, you know I pulled out a lot of money from my envelopes and just put it in my bank because I knew these purchases were coming. So I did have purchases for wound care stuff, medications that he received after his surgery. We did have to pay quite a bit at the hospital because they actually wanted us to pay everything in full at the hospital, but they told us, between you and me, if you just pay something, we'll be fine. So I did put a good chunk of that towards the hospital bill. And then I think we had maybe 1 or 2 purchases for food. So yeah, all of that I'm not going to count here because, like I said, we did take that money out of my envelopes and put it in the bank for those things. I'm not going to track all of that. It's too much. It's too overwhelming. Forgive me. Not going to do it. So I'm going to skip putting stickers here because that's just a lot of stickers to waste, I feel like. But that's about it on this. We did have 1 gas purchase that was on the 3rd. I'll change colors really quick. And that was this is for credit card, $50 even, no Save the Change. All right, so easy enough. We're not going to take anything from an account buffer, I hope. I don't think so, not from this, but I'll just write this here anyway. What we're taking from, I think the next thing is bank spending, which is everything in blue. And then we have credit card spending, which is what is in red. And then we have cash spending, which is whatever we spent, which I already know we didn't spend any cash here this particular week. And then Save the Change. I'm getting back into the swing of it. I'm trying. So from our bank spending, I know we spent, well, I don't even need to add that, but $70. And then for gas, we spent $50. So we'll pull all of this at once after I get the other 2 weeks done. So now we're going to work on the second week. We did have on the 11th, we had parking. Wow, it's just 11th? I have these all mixed up. Okay. Actually, I think it was on the 10th. So we did have parking because my hubby had his checkup 2 weeks after his surgery, and that was for $7 even. Then we did have mental health on Tuesday, so still managed to get my girls to their appointments, $65. We did have another gaming that was also on the 10th, and that was for $3. It was $2.99, so 1 cent there. And another gaming, which I have it as the 12th, but I'm going to put it on the 11th. And that was for $13 total, and it was actually 2 cents as Save the Change. Obviously, clearly, we're sitting in a hotel room. We're playing games together, passing the time. So that's what we have been doing. We did have some gas, just 1, and that was on the 11th. And that was for $36. So I'm going to write that down. Credit card, $36. It was $35.02. So that's 98 cents we're putting in the Save the Change. All right. Let me write these down. Thanks for being patient with me. Account buffer. Bank spending. Credit card spending. Cash spending, which I think there was some here, and Save the Change. My handwriting is so awful. Okay, so in this one I did have some spending in cash. Let me go ahead and pull those trackers. We did have reserves for $120. I'm not going to pull them. I will just do $120 here. This is week 2. Okay. Also had holidays. I took out some money from holidays, and I did take out money for my daughter's birthday, and I don't see that here, so I need to write that. Let's do K birthday. I don't know why I didn't write this down. It was if I recall, I think it was $4.50. We'll just say that. I think. All right, we'll go with that. That is $4.75 in total. This is why you need to write it down when you take the money out so you don't forget how much you took out. All right, I'm going to just put this as week 2, and that is $4.75. Let's keep going. And then we did take some out of business, and this was from Wood, $100. And that is $6.95 in total we spent this particular week. So for cash spending, $6.95. For credit card spending, just $36. For bank spending, we spent $7, $3, $65, and $13. So $88 there. Nothing from account buffer, I already know. And save the change. I don't think I did this on the other week. So that's $1.01 that we're adding. This one was just 1 cent. Okay. All right, so moving on to the third week. On the 17th, we had another gaming. I doubt I have this much money in gaming, so I might have to pull from something else. But $3, and it's 1 cent that we get to add to the save the change. Then we did have mental health, 65 and 0. All right, and then we had one gas purchase on the 15th. I am so sidetracked. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Not me spelling a cuss word. Okay. $26, and that was 99 cents because it just went 1 over. All right, so there's that. So again, account buffer, bank spending, which looks like it's 68. Credit card spending is 26. Wow. Cash spending and save the change. All right, cash spending, we had 1 in revolving, and that was for extra toiletries here, $11, and this is week 3. And that is it. Okay. And for the save the change, it's $1 exactly. All right. And I don't think we're going to do an account buffer on this either. These are the things I'm intentionally not taking from the account buffer. So, okay. Let's start with this. We'll pull cash first, and then we'll go into what bills have come out. So before I get started, though, let me go ahead and do my squares on here. I'll do that off camera, set everything up, and then we will start pulling some cash. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with gas. We're going to find out how much in total in these 3 weeks we've spent in gas, which is not much. Filling up, or not quite even filling up once a week has not been bad. But that's $1.12, and I know that we don't have that because I haven't cash stuffed or anything, but we're going to see what we can pull from that. So let's start with gas. All right. Let's start with gas. Let's see what we have. We have 20, 40, 60, 80. So that's all we have in there. So we need $32 more, which is why I have the cost of living back here. When it has money in it, of course. We need 32, so 20, 30, and then I need $3 in some change, which I'll get hopefully when I do the gaming. So $3 and change is what I owe my cost of living. But this should cover $112 in total. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 15. And then we'll get $3 and change a little bit later. So that covers all these gas purchases. Once he gets back into work, of course, that's going to go right back up. But for right now, it feels like we're saving money on gas. All right, so let's move on to mental health. Since I know I have 3 weeks worth of mental health here, that's $195 I need to pull. So let's do that. Mental health. 50. Let's just do 3 50s, 3 10s, and 1, 2, 3, 3 5s. So that leaves 100, 10, 25, 30. So it leaves 130. That's enough for 2 weeks, but I do have a cash stuffing I need to do on Friday, hopefully. So let's make sure that's the right amount. We are looking at $195 is what we need. So 50, 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 185, 190, 195. Still no change yet, but we'll get it with this gaming, I'm sure. Perfect. All right, so for gaming, let's see what we've got in total there. We have 5 there. We have 3, 13, and 3. So that's $24 we need. Let's see what we have in my gaming envelope. Pulling that back out. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I need one more dollar. So let's pull that from extra toiletries. Just because I know it has $1. Unless miscellaneous has $1. Nope. So let's pull that from extra toiletries. I'm fine with that. So that makes it 24. I'm going to do a quick count really quick just to make sure that is indeed 24. 5. Perfect. All right, so 3 of these need to go into my cost of living. All right. And since we're here, because I will be taking the parking from cost of living, so we're done pulling for this week. Gaming, gaming, and gaming. And we're done with this week as well. So all we have left is this parking, which I'll pull from cost of living because that was just unexpected. Let's do 10. It was 7. So we need 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in cost of living. And we covered that. Awesome. All right, so we're done with pulling all the cash, which is great. That means, let's see, total in credit card, I think we said 112, but let me double check. 36 and, 26. So yeah, 112 I need to pull separately. Let me go ahead and grab my thumbnail really quick before I do that. All right, so this is for July. Week 1 was 50. Week 2 was 36. And week 3 was 26. All right, so 112 is what we need. I'm going to pull that from here. 10, 11, 12. Just to keep that separate, and I will deposit this when it's time to actually pay the credit card. So 50, 100, 10, 11, 12. And put that aside. So in total for bank spending, we should have 88, 68, and 70. So we should have 226. Let's see if we have it. 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 221, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 226. Perfect. So I'll get this out of the way. We'll put this in my back to the bank. There is some money in here, I guess leftover money. I don't even remember that far back, but yeah, we'll add it to there. This will be the deposit. I'll probably reuse the bills, to be honest. And then this is for credit card, which I'll keep in here until the end of the month, and then I'll deposit it and pay that credit card right off. All right, so let's go ahead and do, I'm gonna do red, I guess. So in total on week 1, we spent 70 and 50, a total of $120. For week 2, we spent 88, 36, and then 695 in cash. So that's 819. And then week 3, we spent 68, 26, and 11. So 105, which is actually amazing. But this is also when you're going through it. We're just not even doing anything. I don't even want to talk about it. All right, so I'm going to transfer some numbers into my main budget book really quick. Just so we have it all in one place right here. And I'll use red. So for the first week, for bank spending, we spent $70. For cash or credit card spending, we spent $50. For cash, we spent $0. For save the change, we saved 1 cent. So 70, 50, 0, 1 cent. All right, then for week 2, we spent $88, and then 36 in credit card and $6.95 in cash, with a positive of $1.01. So our running balance that week was $158 for bank spending, $86 for credit card spending, and then $6.95, and then $1.02. Okay, let's keep going. And then for this particular week, we had $68 in bank spending, $26 in credit card spending, $11 in cash spending, and then for save the change was $1. All right, so our running balance is $226 for bank spending, $112 for credit card spending, $706 for cash spending, and then $2.02. All right, so we are all caught up for this month so far. We do have 2 more WTF Wednesdays to do before we can close out this month, which hopefully we will be back on schedule by then. So I'm done with this book. I'll put this aside. And now we can move forward with bills. We had a lot of bills come out over the past. We had to finish out June. Yeah, like I'm so far behind. I can feel it, but we're not going to be after this video is done, thankfully. All right, let's start with the bills here. We did have Central Georgia, or our electricity, come out, and that was for $251.31. So that went up a little bit. For Verizon, or our cell phones, it was $85.86. This will go up because we did do some upgrades on our phones. Therefore, you're going to see a jump on that, which is fine. We made that executive decision together. And then the truck did come out for $887.21. So all the bills did come out. I will do a quick calculate, probably off camera. I'll skip all of this and you'll just see the bottom numbers. All right, so our bills without the truck was $2,486.66. With the truck, it was $3373.87. The reason why I keep those separate is because his company pays for that with our Modus paycheck. And so I just keep that separate from our main paycheck, so I just know what to save from the main paychecks, which would be that number. And then when the Modus check comes in, it goes straight to the truck. So that's why I like to have both numbers available. So that means we did save $2,500 for the month of June, and that means we had an overage of $1,334, which added to that is that, but this doesn't matter anymore because now I have 2 weeks ahead, 2 months ahead on bills, and pretty much all of, let's see, what am I working on? July. We're in July, so that was saving for August. So I have all of August, September, and October bills worth in my thing. So when August comes and we start saving for the month of bills, it will actually be November's bills that we'll be saving for. I know, hard to wrap your mind around it, but trust me, things are about to change and you'll see how I make that happen. Okay, so moving on to July bills. We did have a lot come out. So we did have our mortgage come out $1193.19, which it will now change. I think August will be the first payment change. It actually went up again, so we're over $1,200 for our mortgage. Yay. I can't stand it. I just can't. All right. So Netflix did come out for $19.99. Studio Paint did come out for $4.49. I'm sorry if you hear my bird, but he does not like being alone, so there's nothing I can do about it. Prime did come out for $14.99. Spotify came out for $15.99. Hulu came out for $92.98. Stream came out for $52.96. The other Prime, which I still have to, I've had way too much going on to even think about that. It came out for $14.99. Then we did have Microsoft, again, something else I'm going to have to figure out where that came from. It came out, then we have YouTube Premium came out, $11.99. We also had the bank fee come out for $5. And Cricket for $9.99. Trash came out for $133.50, which I kind of wanted to see, did it go up again? Yes. It went up again. Jeez. Let's see. I think that is, oh, internet. Internet came out for $99.98. All right, so that's all that's come out so far for this month. Now, what I do want to show you is that for Cricket, I canceled Cricket. So there will be no more payments towards that for right now. I don't really use it that much to warrant it right now, but I can always get it back if I need it. I also canceled Sirius, so that will no longer be coming out. And I think that's it so far. Yeah. All right. So that's it so far of anything that I've canceled. I'm trying to figure out this one, Microsoft, and then the second Prime. I want both of those canceled as well. So we'll see how that goes once I figure it out. I'm going to have to call, I know, but who has time when there's things going on in your life? So we'll just deal with it until then. All right, so that is it for the bills on that. Let me finish out my June because I didn't get a chance to. We had our car loan did come out for $887.21. Verizon did come out $285.86. Car insurance came out. When did insurance come out? Yeah. $310.97. Electric came out for $251.31. And that was it. So that means all the bills were paid. Perfect. Everything is on auto pay, by the way. So as they come out, I just make sure that they came out and how much they were, so that, you know, I'm making sure everything's operating the way it's supposed to. So now moving on to July. I'm going to change it to red this time, because why not? All right, so we did have mortgage come out, $11.93.19. We had Netflix come out for $19.99. Prime came out for $14.99. The first one, there's two, and that one came out as well. So we got those both covered. Spotify came out for $15.99. Hulu came out for $92.98. I swear, every time he hears me, he chirps. Bank fees came out for $5. Gas came out for $52.96. Trash came out for $133.50. YouTube Premium came out for $11.99. Microsoft came out for $9.99, and Studio also for $4.49. Cricket did come out, the last one, for $9.99. Water has not come out. Internet did come out for $99.98. Ooh, I'm gonna love doing this. Let's do this together. No more medical bills, because they're all paid off. And I think that's everything so far. So we did that. Yeah, none of this has been able to do, I think. No, I don't know. What was this from? This is from the payday. I'm pretty sure I did that one. Didn't do this one, doing it right now. So there. Didn't do this one, so I need to do a cash stuffing for Modus. Need to do a cash stuffing for Full-Time Paycheck and for my YouTube paycheck. So those are definitely coming your way very soon. But I gotta get those filmed. So anyway, now we are all caught up. It feels good. It feels really good, actually. And I will be doing some changes to my budgeting. I hope that you join me for that, so you can see the changes I'm going to make. It's going to be great. Now that I'm 2 months ahead, I have plans. I have big plans. I've been thinking about this all year when I was dreaming of being 2 months ahead, and now that I'm going to implement those plans. It might take some time to do it, but I'm doing it. So excited. Anyway, that is it for this video. We are all caught up, and I appreciate you guys being here with me and joining me in on this 3 weeks of WTF Wednesdays. Whew. But we are done. So we're going to get back to our normal schedule, hopefully. I do have a lot of videos I need to film and put out for you guys, so be expecting those whenever I can drop them. And I will see you in the next video, which will probably be a cash stuffing of some sort. And if you're still watching and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to be your weekly inspiration for your own budgeting journey. With that being said, I will see you in the next one. As always, until next time, bye.